Coming up next on SJN, the Awkward Situation Room, with Wolfe Whistler.
There is news. And then there is SJN.
Welcome to the Awkward Situation Room. I'm Wolfe Whistler. Toxic masculinity has lately been an ongoing issue for feminists, and this weekend, a massive convergence of football players and their fans is creating a problematic situation at the first annual Equality Bowl in Providence, Rhode Island. With more on this story is Ophelia Bottom. Ophelia, how are you doing there at the stadium?
What do you mean, how am I doing? Why does every man feel like he can ask women personal questions like that? Just because I am out in public, Wolf, doesn't mean I am public property. When I am out in public, I do think I should be expected to answer questions like a trained SEAL.
I am sorry, Ophelia. I just thought that since we were co-workers I would ask how you...
What? So it's sexual harassment then? When I get back to the office, I am gonna sit down with HR.
I am sorry, Ophelia. Please don't ruin my career. I am too old to find another job. If I lose this one, I'll end up like Dan Rather. Can we talk about this later instead and get back to the story?
Yes, Wolf, I am here at Che Guevara Stadium, and the kickoff for the big game is less than 30 minutes away. But the story everyone's talking about is the cloud of toxic masculinity plaguing this part of the city near the stadium, and how it has cast a dark shadow of rape culture on this otherwise beautiful day.
Ophelia, how does toxic masculinity rise to such a level that it presents a concern for public safety?
Well, when you have a concentration of white fraternity jocks with their sense of entitlement to women's bodies as the center of attention on the field, and literally tens of thousands of privileged shirtless straight white men in face paint, engaging in chest bumping and beer chugging, large quantities of noxious testosterone gas are released into the air. Basically, anytime 3 or more men are together without a female presence, toxic masculinity is produced. But when you have this many men, the toxicity literally cannot be controlled, and environmental hazards like this are bound to happen, no matter how many women impose their will on masculine displays of machismo.
I can see the toxicity is getting extremely thick. Will this affect the game in any way?
I asked the commissioner of the Equality Bowl, Marty Cohen, to tell me just how dangerous these noxious man fumes are, and he informed me that airborne testosterone spreads much quicker than its liquid counterpart, which normally only affects those within the trajectory of the ejaculate. But this gaseous strain of the hormone is occurring at near record levels, creating a very rapey atmosphere.
Indeed, it does look quite rapey. Are there any special considerations for women in the area?
Well, Wolf, experts are advising women who do want to be raped to avoid taking any precautions, because that would be blaming the victim.
We know there have been some efforts to reduce some toxicity with the introduction of pink sneakers. How effective has it been?
Actually, while there has been some small reduction in toxicity due to some of the players wearing pink sneakers, it is only minimally effective in reducing the levels of toxic masculinity down to manageable levels.
Thoughts Ophelia Bottom at the first annual Equality Bowl. And of course, we at SJN will keep you updated throughout the game. We'll be back after the commercial break with the weather.
There is news. And then there is SJN.